Warning, this podcast is intended for consenting adults. We're talking about all things non-monogamy, which means some of our conversations are going to get down and dirty. Please know we are not professionals, and these are strictly our views and opinions and in no way represent the opinions of our employers. We respect others' opinions as we know everyone in the world of non-monogamy does it differently. Hope you enjoy. Hello, my salacious friends, and welcome to another episode of Pinky and Ava's Pajama Party. I'm your host, Ava Moore, and I'm here with my soul sister, Pinky Greyman.
Hello, hello, beautiful goddesses and warriors.
How are you, my friend?
I am doing great. And you?
I'm great, too. You're beaming.
I am
just
totally beaming.
You beam and beam and beam and beam. And that's because you are a very well-satisfied woman, aren't you?
Oh, my God. I am so polysaturated.
Mm-hmm.
And I know exactly what it means and how it feels and how it acts. It's really good. It's a good feeling. And I'm really riding the wave and I'm building on it, basically.
Well, in order to be well satisfied, you know what that means. We have to have lots and lots and lots of sex and lots of good sex, not just sex. It has to be good sex. And today we're going to talk about what gets us that good sex and what turns us on.
Yum, yum.
There's a lot of things that turn me on. How about you?
A lot. That's why we're going to have a whole recording about it.
We could talk for hours about what turns us on. I mean, I think about it and my nipples start getting hard already. Like,
my pussy's on fire right now. Just to look back and see 3 weeks, 3 weeks of the time that that we had and what I've had. It's like, wow, amazing.
You've been a wild woman in the past 3 weeks. You've had some crazy adventures.
Yeah, well, it's summertime. I like to be out and about and enjoying the time. When else are you going to do that? Winter is kind of hard, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's the perfect time. So we're going to talk about some of your adventures in another episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know, for me, It's weird. I have a very wide spectrum of what turns me on. It can be from getting the spanking of a lifetime to, and I can't believe I'm talking about this,
Yum, yum.
energy play where I'm not even touched. How about you?
Oh my God. Oh my God. So it's funny how I'm always saying my sapiosexual goddess and get into my head, and it's the way to get me juiced up and whatever. And sometimes I really, really surprise myself, like out of nowhere. Like we had an experience with Naughty. I was walking back from being outside with my husband. He had an event where it was a cigar services. And I was with him there for all this time. And then I just I need to go back and whatever, getting ready for the evening. So I walked into the hallway of the hotel, and there's a beautiful soul coming towards me. Beautiful, tall, gorgeous man. And he just beamed in me, and he just got me into the world of attention. I'm here. So he introduced himself, and he's like, my name is so-and-so. And I said, my name is so-and-so. He's like, I love your eyes. Like, this is how straight he was. I said, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I usually get shy in this kind of experience because it's we are in the hallway. We're literally by
People
the register.
By
right? The register, by the, what do you call it?
By the check-in.
By the check-in, right? And people are walking back and forth, and I know people know me, but I'm not engaged with anybody. So at that moment, our interaction probably went for 30 minutes. The whole world just disappeared. I've noticed figures moving, but I didn't know if they're coming or going because I was to the wall, right? And we were talking. So, and he's tall and broad shoulder man. And we keep talking about, where you come from, just a little bit, how you ended up being here, a little bit of back history. And he's a man who's been doing it for 12 years. He's a single man. So my first question to him, oh, you were in a +1 room. He says, no, I came on by myself. And, like I said, oh, I didn't know how many people actually, how many men they can actually will let
Right,
in.
who will let them?
And he
Yeah.
said, oh, it's like 50. I was like, what? Maybe it's
Where
not.
were they last year?
Yeah, maybe that's not the number, but you know
Right.
what? And please don't quote me because my mind was fogged, okay? So I don't know how many men actually
Because you
can
were
get in.
turned on.
Oh my God. So we were talking, and so he's just touching me gently, like with permission. He asked me first. After a bit, like after 10 minutes of talking, whatever, he's like, can I just touch your shoulder? And he was just touching my shoulder, like some way that was just so sensual. And I was like, oh, I'm melting in, right? So that what I knew, number one, for me, I have to be in a safe environment. I knew in the hotel, I was in a safe environment. I also knew that if he's in it for 12 years, he must have done something right. Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be there.
Dare we say he's a professional?
It's time. We'll say,
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Let's take it slow. So gradually, I don't want to take the whole time talking about experience. So we were there for half an hour, but the end of our conversation, my pussy was on fire. His dick was standing. Okay, and we were not kissing. We were just like eye to eye contact, touching each other just like gently, whatever, and talking. I mean, we did ended up like touching lips a little bit, but I did not allow it because I was conscious about the environment and I didn't want anybody to, get upset at me because it's not obviously
there.
Obviously it's not a play room, right?
Right.
And so later on, I actually heard a story. So Dragonfly saw me in this whole experience, and she sensed like she has the same thing as me. We sense energy. She felt the energy from both of us was permeating into the environment.
Wow.
She saw hubby outside. He was coming back from the lounge. She says, "Wait, come here." He's like, "Your wife is completely what's the right word to say? Involved in her own world with somebody who is hot." And she tells him, if anything happens, I want to have a report back. And hubby's like, okay, so hubby came through. I didn't see him. I heard him.
Oh, wow.
I heard him. Like he was talking with somebody and I heard his voice and I'm like, oh, my husband is here.
That kind of brought you out of your trance.
Come over here, husband. Come over here. So Anthony comes over and I introduced them both and we just like talked for a little bit more. He gave me his card. So I got his card and I said, if we can get together, it would be lovely. And that's the last day before we say goodbye. It's Saturday. Saturday's busy. We already had a commitment for dinner. So whatever. Long story short, I ended up playing with him. I made time.
Woo-woo.
Yes. And it was great. We did not have a lot of time to go down and dirty and deep. Like literally, we had fun. Like literally, he made love to me. Like sensual, slow. He went down on me for a bit. He did not make me climax all the way because we really did not have a lot of time. But he made sure that I was wet and whatever, right? Really gradual involvement. And then I don't even know how long. I think it was an hour and a half. That's a good amount of time.
Good amount of time, yeah.
And we just, like we disengaged and we said it was great. Let's keep in touch. And we will keep in touch. What I'm saying is, even though I say I'm a sapiosexual goddess, got to get into my head. At that moment, all I was thinking about the way he looked. And it was yummy. And, of course, the way he presents himself. He was really gentile and how would I say, personality type. I like his personality.
So from what it sounds like is he was hot. He had a good personality.
Yes.
He was very well engaged.
Yes.
And he was gentle with you in that first exchange.
Yeah.
So would you say that that's some of what turned you on?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I also don't like when the man seemed desperate.
Oh, yes. No, that's a turn off for me.
Yeah, when the man goes like, oh, like a dog, like with a pumping, what is it called? Where the tongue goes down and like,
with their tongues wagging,
wagging, whatever, and the tail goes, it just feels like all I want to do is just like
when they're drooling over you.
Drooling over you. You just want to go like, if you would see me right now, I would have my hand on my shoulder and just like scrape him off for me, please.
Yes.
I'm not interested.
See, and for me, that's like, they're not exuding confidence, and I find confidence very sexy. Like if you're confident, I am like, yes, come to me. Like I had an
Love that.
instance where I actually met one of my partners at a party, and we've known each other now 3 years. And that's the first thing that caught my attention about him was his confidence. We were standing in the kitchen talking, and I had the pleasure of talking to 2 gentlemen at the same time.
Mm.
And my now partner was so confident and he was so engaged. Like he literally locked eyes with me, even though there was somebody else involved in the conversation. But it was like we are having this moment, even though that other person is here. And he
Mm.
was
I
like,
love that.
like we are making this happen right now without words. It was with his eye contact in his body, and he just exuded this confidence that it's going to be you and me, right? It was very clear of what his intentions were, even though he didn't say it, he didn't touch me or whatever, but he was just so locked in on me, and his confidence was so strong that I was like, OMG.
Yeah, I love that. Also, he didn't run away when Anthony came. I love that. He
That's great.
stood by me. He actually give him a compliment. Your wife is absolutely gorgeous. She's smart, intelligent, loving human being. Like that is so important to me.
Hmm.
It's not like that. Oh yeah, I can play with you when your husband is not here, and then when he comes, whoops,
But you're not
taboo.
hiding anything,
Yeah, like
right? It's like,
ugh.
okay. No, that is a great, great feeling when they acknowledge your partner and, it's like, okay, we all know what it's all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to run away, even though some people either don't have the confidence or they're still uncomfortable with it. So when your other partner comes, they they run.
Yes, yes, definitely. It's not mature professional, let me tell you that, when they run.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
completely, for me, is a turn off. Yeah, you
Right.
got to be confident. So I want to go over some things. We talked about emotional connection. That's exactly what you said in the beginning, even though you said you don't you can't believe you say that, but it is
Mhm.
that kind of emotional connection where your nervous system is relaxed and you're safe. Like I said, I've been safe in this place. And also for you, safety, right?
Mhm.
You were saying it, to be comfortable in an environment where
Comfortable.
you are, to be safe, it's a priority. Like for me, coming from a childhood trauma, I have that reaction every time I'm in a big room and I'm overwhelmed with all the people. That's why I cannot play. That's why I cannot relax, because I have issues with trust. Even though I'm in a safe environment, how many times I could not, like my brain cannot function. I get overstimulated, and I want to be everywhere, and I want to take everything in, and I wanted to look at every angle, who is where, but I just,
But then
it's
you don't.
extremely hard for me to breathe. So my anxiety comes up, and hubby feels that, and he's like, okay, we're done, let's go. Like, but I want to
Yeah.
stay. Literally, this time it's like, I want to stay. And he's like, no, we're leaving.
Right. He wouldn't want to put you through that when you're not comfortable. For me, I love playing in the playrooms, right? I love being watched. I love the energy around me. However, for me, it is better to make an initial contact with somebody outside of the playroom or in a smaller environment, like
Mm-hmm.
in the ballroom with everyone dancing and talking, that's probably not where my connection's going to happen. It's going to happen because I sit next to somebody in a class of 15 people,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that's where I'm going to make the connection. But then you can drag my ass to the dungeon or the
Mm-hmm.
playroom or whatever with all those people, and I will be riding high. So that's one of the things that turns me on is the energy,
Yes.
and the sexiness in those situations where there's other people around you having sex and hearing the moaning and seeing it and feeling the excitement. That is a big turn on for me.
Yes. Yes.
That is a very big turn on for me.
And it can
Um,
happen anywhere. I was away at the yoga retreat center, and I was sitting in the classroom with somebody because they paired us with another person. And I have seen him around before, and I actually was with my friend, and I said to her, I was like, he's so cute. Before he and I sat together at the classroom, and we were engaged. She made us to work in couples. So he and I talked. She made this exercise when one person's sitting one way and the other person sitting the other way, like shoulder to shoulder, but face away from each other. And she
Mm-hmm.
says, okay, so talk about what are your, how did she say, what is your observation or the feeling that you have right this moment, whatever it is. It could be sensation based, it could be scent, it could be whatever it is that's coming up for you, right? So we went around, like first it was 2 minutes for him, and it was then for me 2 minutes of that kind of like, I am feeling your breath. I am feeling the temperature of the room. It's hot, it's cold, things like that. So you start from general and then you just narrow in. And he was telling me, he's like, I feel your breath, because I was breathing deeply because I was doing Ujjayi breath.
Mm.
One of the classes that we took together, she was talking about the breathing and how to do it, and I was doing this. It's called Ujjayi breath in yoga. So it's like I was paying attention to your breath. And then later on, when we actually spent 3 hours together by the lake, talking, engaging in each other's lives in whatever way, right? So sexy, so hot. He told me, I was afraid to tell you that I really saw you before and I really was attracted to you.
Aw.
And I was like, and I actually told him that. I didn't tell him that I was attracted to him, but I told him that I saw him. Well, no, I told him at that moment when we were exchanging for 2 minutes, I was nervous as fuck. And I told him that I am nervous talking. I named him Perfect Stranger. And I said, I
Mm.
am totally like, I have anxiety right now because I'm talking to a stranger and I'm going to tell you those things, which is, I saw you before and I said to my friend that I liked you. I told him that, and then later on when by like, he's like, I want to tell you that so badly, but I didn't. I chickened out. He's like, where do you get this like straightforwardness? He's like, it's so appealing. I'm like, it just comes out. Sometimes it's not good. And he's like,
But it's taken a long time for you to get there, though,
yeah, because I'm not
right?
afraid anymore. Like it's the part of like saying, if somebody wants to be in your world, they will. And if they're not understanding your language, it's totally okay. Like, I
Right.
don't know where it's going to take us. It would, even if it's not going to take us anywhere, it's an
Mhm.
experience. So I wrote a poem about him. I am like totally turned on by this whole experience. And it might not be anything but that experience of one day when you spend with somebody for 4 hours and you're just getting to know each other. He's a musician. He's an entrepreneur. Like, oh my God, he loves to, he has 2 dogs, like all those beautiful things that I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
Mhm.
A beautiful human being who likes to perform, who writes poetry and then creates music. I'm
He
like, oh my,
speaks Pinky.
yeah. And I said, oh my God, I write poetry too. I need a musician who can create a song for me, like with my words. And we're like, great.
Mhm.
So whatever, like long story short, that kind of thing. We started with each other through breath. And that brings me to breath and energy, letting your rhythm become shared, slow, and electric. Love it.
So I used to never believe in that. I was more of I was more of the rip your clothes off, spank my ass, tie me to the table, and fuck me kind of girl.
You mean Pinky made you?
Pinky made me open my mind, and then Ramon made me open my legs with his
Oh my God.
with his tender touches and energy. I was never a tender touch kind of girl because I always felt like I couldn't feel. If there wasn't
Mm.
power behind what I was getting, I felt like I couldn't feel it. So I felt like if somebody just gently touched me, I wasn't getting anything out of it before. So that's one of the appeals of BDSM for me and one of the things that turns me on. Somebody puts their hands on my butt, okay. But somebody smacks it, that's what's going to get me going because I need that intense feeling. However, I have learned,
Woohoo!
you people,
We love you.
you've
we
contaminated me with your, I don't know, even know what to call it, but I've
You're
learned,
feminine. You're feminine. That's your feminine.
yeah,
Yeah, that's your feminine. You're so much masculine. You know, you feminine is good. It's accepted. It's okay. It's okay to let it go. I love you so much with all of that. And I know you want to be the person who does things, go getter. But
Hmm.
sometimes it's good to just feel.
Well, and I like to feel. I do like to feel, which is why I liked BDSM, because you're going to feel what's being done to you.
Mm.
However, I have now learned
Yeah, I love it.
that I can feel even without being touched.
Yeah. It
Just
takes
by,
us to fantasy, right?
well, fantasy, but like even if someone's hand is like over me but not touching me, I could feel their hand's presence, and that turns me on.
You know what it's called?
Energy.
Exactly.
I know.
And I've
I know.
learned that it's not exchanged. It's not created, it's exchanged energy.
It's
Anthony
definitely
Anthony taught me that.
exchanged. I would say it is exchanged. It
Yeah,
is
it's not
exchanged.
created. It's exchanged between two humans and it's a flow. Um, but I do want to talk about imagination because that shit
Well,
is fucking amazing.
you, my friend, have a very vivid imagination, which started off at a very young age, and you still use it to your benefit now.
Let me remind everybody what I was imagining when I was 13. Um, and what I was imagining always, because of the cartoons, being I'm 13 and I'm hosing myself because I
Mm,
discover clit, right?
hmm.
And I'm hosing myself multiple times a day. I don't know how my clit survived.
I
And
can't believe you didn't lose sensation.
the pressure was so fucking hard. I have no idea how I managed. My eyes are big and they popped out every time I orgasm.
Is that why your eyes are so big? It's from all those orgasms you gave yourself back then? And you couldn't yell and scream and moan,
Oh
so
my god,
all
I
of it was
couldn't.
coming out of your eyeballs?
Oh my god, we're so bad. But yeah, so I'm hosing myself, and like how the hose did not have what American hose has, like the pressure and whatever. You just have a hose with a hole.
With water,
So I
yeah.
would take my finger and I would put that pressure, extra pressure on my
Of course.
clit.
Because like Ava, you need to feel more.
Exactly. So oh
Mhm.
my god. So and then in my imagination, I had orgies everywhere, and it's the Egyptian style. Like I'm the queen. Like I'm all dressed up, and there's cushions everywhere, and
Mm.
there's a lot of luxurious carpets and music and
Gold and
gold
curtains and
and
pillows
beautiful
and
men walking around with their beautiful outfits, and women are all wearing those beautiful, colorful Egyptian style clothes, and everybody's halfway naked, and the dicks are standing in the middle. Like, oh, fuck, this shit is amazing. So now, some years later, I'm only forever 25.
that's right.
um, I started to write poems, and my imagination is completely like open up, like a gate. Like if it comes, like sometimes the poems comes at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I don't write it down, it will disappear. In the morning, I'll wake up and I'm like, what the fuck was that?
What did it mean?
Sometimes it does not make any sense, but most of the time it's like, sometimes people ask, where does it come from? And I say it's a vessel, literally, like it's a transporter vessel. So I am the tool. It just comes.
Mhm.
So it's great. So what we actually, with one of my partners, Osprey, have a game where he actually started to implement it in the beginning of our journey, where we have a threesome with a woman. And he talks, and I actually also get engaged, but his imagination is crazy amazing. So he talks me through every step of
While
where
you're
we
having
are.
sex.
Yeah, while we're having sex. Oh my God. I always want a man who knows how to speak.
Mhm.
Delivery.
Sapiosexual. There we go.
Delivery occurred.
Mhm.
Manifestation, okay? So he talked us through so many different experiences and events. So then we've lived through one.
And
I've had
did it live up to
multiple.
your imagination?
I've had multiple different experiences with threesomes with my men, and you know what I realized? If I'm not the one who's choosing a woman, it does not go well. And
Interesting.
interestingly enough, he chose the woman, and he barely knew her. He only knew her for 2 days. They
Yeah.
met. they had an experience together, physical experience. And then 2 days later, we were supposed to meet. And he's like, hey, do you want to do this together with her? I'm like, okay. So I was extremely nervous because I never knew this woman before, right? I was putting a show because I was afraid of being rejected by Osprey, because if I don't go the way he wants to, again, right?
That could never happen with him. You
I
guys are
know,
so
but in my
solid.
in my story head, right? I was like,
I
oh my
know.
God,
We get in our
she's
heads. We get in our brains.
educated, she's a professor, she's all that. And I'm like, ooh.
Just for our listeners, you need to know I have yelled at Pinky multiple times for putting herself down like that and comparing herself to someone because she deserves just as many accolades as the professor. Okay.
Thank you.
She's going to cry.
I'm not gonna cry, but it's funny how I don't have a low self-esteem. And this moment when we were going through this whole experience,
You had insecurity.
the insecurity rose so badly. So I had throughout the whole time I had anxiety, like,
And that
whoa.
didn't turn you on.
It did not turn me on, turn me off, but
Right.
I was
Right.
still in it,
Exactly.
I was still writing it because I wanted to experience. I was like, I was pushing myself through it, and it was fell through all of us. It was great. We on the end we made it, made it through. And the next morning, Osprey and I didn't have time to talk at all. He had to go and take his kids to ski, like skiing
Mhm.
mountain. I'm like, okay, go. So I actually am very proud of myself because I didn't freak out. Do you remember that moment? That
You didn't
weekend.
because you were at my house that weekend and you
Mhm.
were like, I'm doing okay. I can't believe I'm not freaking out. And I was very proud of you.
Thank you. Because what the fear was that he would wanted to date this woman, because the experience with her was what I've seen with him, what he was doing with her is the same thing what he was doing with me. Love
Mhm.
making. And I thought in my head, it was fuck for the sake of fuck, right? And that's not what it was. So 3 days later, I told him that I have this thing, it's called snapshots. Remember that? So I
Mhm.
told him that I'm going to write snapshots about the experience. And I started to write snapshots and I couldn't write the snapshots because it was not coming through my heart. So I texted to Asper. I said, listen, FYI, I get stuck. I don't know what's going on, but it's not going to happen. Okay. So the moment he got the text, he calls me and he's like, babe, talk to me. I'm like, oh, okay, good. Because I waited for 3 days for this man to arrive back home. I told him what I felt. I said, listen, this is what happened. This come up. And can we talk about it? Like I have a fear that you might want to switch, and you only have so much time in your hands. If you wanted to date us both, it's going to be impossible, right? Between your family, between your work and everything else, it's not going to work. He's like, I'm not interested in her. I'm involved with you. I love you. I was like, oh, yes. However, I actually talked to myself already throughout the whole weekend saying, if he would choose to go, it's going to be one of the most devastating experiences in my life. However, in my life, I've lived through at the time, experiences of my life when the life was falling apart. And look at me now, I'm still surviving. So, yes, it would hurt like a motherfucker, but it was the reality. So, why I'm saying that about the fantasy, because a lot of times I've had other experiences with threesome and they were fucking amazing because it was somebody I knew, two
Right.
people that I picked and I put everybody together and we had a lot of fun. Yes,
Because you had the chemistry.
I did.
So sometimes fantasy turns us on more than the reality.
Most of the
So
time, yes.
we all know that I don't always get to see my partners as much as I would like because of my very limited schedule sometimes. And for me, one of the things that turns me on is one, we are engaged every single day. We stay in contact. We know what's going on in each other's lives. We have that constant connection. But two is we talk dirty to each other.
Ooh, I love that.
So we have foreplay sometimes that lasts, maybe I can't see you for a month, but we have been teasing each other with our words and our texts for weeks leading up to that. This way, by the time I see them, oh my God. Like today, I got a text from one of my partners, and I'm just going to read it and I'll tell him later, and I'm sure it's going to be fine.
Woo-hoo.
He goes, I lust for you. It is so strong. Everything I think about you makes me horny. I think it's animalistic. when my cock is inside your tight pussy, it takes my breath away. And my response was, oh my God, my nipples are so fucking hard right now. But it's that kind of play and teasing and turning somebody on, even when you're not in their presence, it keeps me perpetually turned on. This way, by the time I see him, we are revved and ready to go. And it is fucking insane. Like it is. And to me, it's just so sexy to think about my partner in a sexual way when they're not around me, for them to think of me in a sexual way when I'm not around them. It is just, it's so fucking hot. I love it.
Why do you think I do snapshots?
Right. That's recapping your moments.
Recapping and captivating the moment. So the person who I'm with will know that this specific thing really, really got me horny. So he, if he pays attention, will understand that and he will put it in his brain. It's like sealing the experience.
Sealing the deal.
Yeah,
Like
highlighting
the best of the best.
Yeah, like I actually told Asper, I said, I think we should publish a book with our back and forth snapshots. It's fucking so hot. Like I just got this morning one from our experience in the forest. We were together for 3 nights. It was fucking insane. Love it.
Oh, I'm sure it was insane.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, one thing that for me, good sex is inspired by freedom. Freedom from shame, freedom from performance, freedom from expectations. When we come back to our bodies with love, when we let go of the idea that sex is something we do and remember, it is something we feel. It's a feeling.
Since becoming non-monogamous, I have had the best sex of my life.
Me too. 100%.
And I think it's because I've let go of any misconception about sex that I ever had. I let go of, oh, this is only something people who love each other do. And, oh, this society says you shouldn't be with too many people. Or, oh, as a woman, you have to make sure your man is satisfied. Doesn't matter about you. Like I've let go of all that shit and I have had the best sex of my life. So yes, freedom turns me on.
Good. And you know why I always tell my man who I'm involved, I don't want anything from you but you. You know how hot that shit is? Most of the time when you get into monogamous relationship, into the elevator, escalator, whatever relationship, where you build your family, buying the house, getting the kids, whatever, the other half or whatever, I want this and I want that and I want this ring and I want blah, blah, blah. And what you, as a person who is supposed to provide this, all you want to do is just run away. Like, fuck, how much do you really want? Like, can you please stop wanting? You know, and that's the whole idea of like telling them that I want you for who you are and nothing else. I don't know. I don't care where. I don't care. I don't care about your status. As long as you're happy, right? You're taking care of business, whatever it is makes you happy, right? That's all I care about.
I say something similar. I tell them, I want you in my presence, right? Like all I need them is to be there with me. I do not need anything else from them. I have a partner who has offered to take me on trips, wants to take me on shopping sprees, wants to give me money to fix the roof of my house, all that kind of stuff. And I consistently say no because I want him to know I don't want anything but him.
I love that.
So I know Mr. Anthony has definitely got me to explore more than I ever would have imagined allowing someone to get me to explore. And even just talking about what we could possibly explore is very sexy. And then doing the exploration together, the give and take of, okay, is this okay to try? All right, I'm going to be very gentle right now and we're going to work through this together. It's like a group project.
I like
it's something you're conquering together, right?
You're building, right?
Like
you're building until you get to the high.
You're building and you're bonding, right? As you're building, and it's a journey you're taking together. It could be a good journey. It could be a not so great journey, or it could be a mediocre journey, but it's something that you're doing together and it bonds you in that moment. And trying new things is sexy, even if it's a
He's
little
got you new
scary.
toys. Are you happy about it?
Oh, he told me
He
that
got you
he did some
2 new
shopping in New
toys.
Orleans, and you are all going to be at my house this weekend. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to
Yep,
try
it's
out
gonna
the
be
new
great.
stuff.
I want to see that. I
Oh,
want to
you're
be a
going to
part.
watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna cry again, but that's okay. It's just
That's okay. That's
it's
okay.
compersion comes when I feel so much joy that the both people that I love are enjoying themselves, and I don't have to be a part of it. I just have to watch it. And I don't have to. I want to watch and just be in the sphere of
The
the give
energy
and take of the
exchange.
energy, and so
Yes.
fucking sexy. And I can feel so much because I'm sensual goddess, and I literally can almost touch that feeling of joy that both of you are engaged when it happens. It's so
Mhm.
natural. And that's why when we first time played, three of us,
Mhm.
I removed myself from
Mhm.
that play because I felt like I was interrupting that flow. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted to really enjoy that moment of yours, because I've never seen you play before. And I
Right?
really love that idea of like, okay, this is not my imagination. This is reality now. Let me sit
So
back and enjoy.
do you think experiencing compersion turns you on?
Yes, definitely. It turns me on a
Mhm.
lot because then I throw him into the bedroom and just like write him,
Mhm. Right,
all he wants to
exactly.
do is take over. And I'm like, no. I put his hands
No.
back and I'm like, yes.
No, he can take over all he wants, and this weekend, I am very much looking forward to experiencing his new toys and exploring together while you watch. Being watched turns me on, so being watched does not turn you on.
No, it's not so much of a turn on for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I like watching myself afterwards, like we have recorded with Asprey. And so for his birthday, I actually compulated 30 minutes of our recordings together
Oof.
for his birthday gift, partial birthday gift. It was
Mhm.
electronic card delivery.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I couldn't send it to him through WhatsApp because it was only 11 minutes allowed or something. So now we still did not do it. We had to go through, like, put iPhone to iPhone, and what is it called when you tap? What is it
Oh,
called?
AirDrop.
AirDrop. Yeah, we have to AirDrop it. So we have to do that. But it's so fucking hot.
So, I just wanna point out something else that turns me on. I know you like having your environment prepared in a certain
Mhm.
way. I don't necessarily need that, but do you know something that turns me on? When my partner prepares for the night we're having. So he prepares a playlist, or he comes with a bag of toys that he wants to use, or, when there's thought put into the time we are going to spend together, that really turns me on.
Yeah, and I'm
So,
sure it turns a lot of people on because when I am having my environment and I have a costume on, like, and I'm all like
yes.
glowing, and I've performed a dance a couple of times, like where I have like a whatever outfit, like Middle Eastern. Last time was Middle Eastern outfit that I bought from my friend, who's a belly dancer, and it was beautiful. The
Oh, I'm
music
sure it
on,
was
like I move
gorgeous.
my hips. Fuck, the dance was not over, and he was on top of me already.
Of course.
I
Of
was like,
course.
wait, I have not done yet. He's like, later.
Well, it's so funny because I was talking to one of my partners and I like had an outfit on, and like if that outfit was on me for 3 minutes, first of all, can I just say putting on that outfit turns me on because
Yes.
I feel good
Mm-hmm.
in that outfit. I feel sexy. It's like bringing my A game. I am ready. However, I put it on and they fucking take it off in less than 3 minutes. I'm
Yes.
like,
Yes.
why do I bother spending the money?
Well, it's enticing. Okay,
It's
it's
enticing, it's the
enticing, and
thought
it's
behind
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure. But luckily I have 5 partners, so I can wear the outfit at least 5 times. So,
Oh, I like that. Me too. I have, we went to night in New Orleans. I have so much clothes now. It's like, oh my God, I need to organize it.
mm,
I have like a stocking, underwear, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a disaster. And
well,
sometimes it's hard to find the end or the beginning, Which way does it actually go? How do you put this on, hubby? Can you help me?
Remember last year when we went to Naughty, I bought an outfit and none of us could figure out how to get it on my body.
That was
It
fun.
was so insane. It took 3 adults and I still couldn't even wear it.
It was hilarious. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're building a connection, you're building memories, you're creating something unique. Like, where else would you do that? Never, ever. Where?
That's a turn-on moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Us laughing
Mm-hmm.
hysterically, acting like fools, trying to get this outfit on is a moment of bonding
Yeah.
and turning on, right? It's a sexy moment even though it's ridiculous. So humor and silliness can turn you on just as much as pure eroticism, I think.
Yeah, it's so funny. I spent the couple days with my niece. We went away to yoga retreat, and she's of age. She's 27. She can handle it. She knows what I know and whatever. So she says, "Pinky, you have one track mind." I'm like, "Exactly." And that's why she's like, "That's why you have such a fucking good sex." I'm like, "Exactly."
Yes, ma'am.
And she's
Yes.
figuring it out. She's like, "Holy shit." She's like, "Nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to like really like teach you how to do it and which way is the best way." She's like, "I've learned so much from you." I said, "Well, I'm giving her the information. She probably did a lot more than I've ever imagined doing at her age, okay?
Oh,
Let's
I'm
start
sure.
from there,
Right.
okay?"
It's different, right? Now.
At the age, like the
Right.
difference of the where I was and where she is now, it's like huge.
Right.
So for
Sure.
me, I'm not telling her anything that it's cannot be researched or like looked up for her if she's interested in.
Sure.
But she's like, "Damn." Like she read one of my snapshots with Asprey. She's like,
Oh,
"Fuck." She's like, "Do you think it's possible to find somebody like that?" I said,
you did?
she actually witnessed me meeting him for the first time. She was with me when we went to ecstatic
That's
dance.
right.
Yeah, and she remembers that she actually had a video on her phone popped up when we went, literally like this weekend. She's like, "Oh my god, remember that? That's when you met Osprey." I'm like, "Yeah." So
Wow.
it's good for her to see. Like, I am trying to change this whole idea of like one man will fit all your desires and needs, and she
Yes.
understands that more and more. Not to say that I'm trying to sway her to do whatever. She wants to have family, she wants to have kids, let her go and do that. But for her to understand that you need to have a community, and that's what I'm striving for her. You need to have your friends, you need to have your family. You will glow more if you have all that. And a lot of times what happens when you meet somebody, this new relationship energy, you lock yourself in. This person is everything. He's my friend, he's my confidant, he's my family, he. And then guess what happened? 2 years later, hopefully, maybe less, maybe not, this beautiful NRE energy is no
Poof.
longer there.
Gone.
And
Yep.
then you're separating and you're like, "Where are my friends? Where's my family?" Well, you haven't had any connection with them because you were wrapped up in this beautiful world that you've created in your head. It's not even reality, And then you turn around, you're like, "Hey, I'm here."
Come back to me, right?
And nobody's there. So pay attention to this world. And that's what I'm trying to teach her, basically.
It's so important. I mean, and I think you're destigmatizing sex in relationships for her a little bit and letting her know she doesn't have to just be there to have a traditional role. There's other ways of doing relationships. And I think her seeing you be happy and seeing you meeting people and engaging people and being well satisfied. And I think you're leading her by example and
I
exposing
hope
her to
so. I
that.
hope so.
Yeah.
And it's like where I come from, women are machines, giving birth to babies. That is all required of. My family is still enforcing, like, "Pinky, you have to talk to her about her getting married." And I'm like,
You're like, nope.
I am not talking about that with her. I will talk to her about everything else, but not that. And I like that.
Mhm.
My family accept me. They know what I am in, right?
Mhm.
And they love me for who I am. And I know that whatever I'm bringing into her life, she's going to remember that for the rest of her life. I'm building experiences with her that she would not have had otherwise now.
You're building experiences and you're giving her another option.
Yes.
She doesn't have to follow this option, But at least she knows there's more than the traditional relationship that everybody knows about. She at least knows that if she wants different, if she wants more, it's possible because you've done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's idealizing me, and I'm telling her over and over again that it's all work, work, and
Takes
work, and
time.
work again. It's like
It's not easy.
where I am right now, it's labor of love, okay? Because having multiple relationships, it looks really great from outside. But inside, you really have to work at it. You have to
It's a lot of work.
communicate. You have to be afraid to say you will be afraid, but you still say, what if? Okay, Osprey, we had a threesome, and what if this woman, you find her more attractive? She's more of everything that you want, and I'm gonna have to release him and say, beautiful thing might happen with you. Thank you very much for the experiences we had, and it's okay. It's gonna hurt, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we put ourselves, actually, I would say we, because we're in an open relationship, we put ourselves in more of unknown
Sure.
than a person who is married, and once you put this ring on it, some people think that that's it, like you're done,
Which isn't true, but okay.
That's where the work starts. When you put the ring on, that's when the whole thing needs to move forward, not ending.
That's why I'll never have a ring.
Aww.
Never
Say never.
No,
we've been through that a lot in different ways. Maybe somebody's going to put a ring in a different form for you. What do you think? Huh?
A ring in a different form?
Yeah, like there are alternative ways of being intimately involved with somebody where there are ceremonies, like it could be a partner of life. It does not have to be marriage ceremony, you know what I mean? But it could be a ceremony, and that will give you a ring, you know what I mean? So that kind of thing exists.
I don't even know if I need that.
Good.
Maybe. But
it would feel good if somebody in your life right now who we know will show up and is like, I really want to do this. What are you going to say? No?
Maybe. I don't know.
Here you go. You never know. You
never know.
Before you're like, me? No, never. I will never go to Tantra Festival. You fucking insane lunatic. Now, Pinky, can you please come with me? I really want to go. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Tantra? What the fuck is Tantra?
That's exactly how it went down. I think you and Ramon both said, hey, we want to go to this. Ava, you're coming with. That's more of how it went down, if we want to, be real. But yes, the fact that I am going is mind-blowing. And that goes to trying new things and exploration. I am planning on being as horny as fuck that week.
Good.
I already have a bucket list of things I want to do on that trip.
Yoo-hoo.
Because the idea of trying new things and exploring new things is already turning me on. And I'm like, we're going fucking skinny dipping. I'm like,
oh my God, who are you? Skinny dipping?
Skinny dipping. I am going skinny dipping.
You mean you're going to pee in the forest too?
Oh, whoa. I do have my boundaries.
You never pee in the forest. I can't believe it.
I have never peed behind a tree. Excuse me. All right, quick story. So Ramon and I went camping, and he was like, I don't want you walking to the bathroom at night by yourself. And I'm like, I don't think I can hold it all night. And he's like, well, go pee behind a tree. And I'm like, excuse me, sir. I have never. So Ramon and Pinky find it very interesting that I have never peed behind a tree. But I am sorry. I have never peed behind a tree. And I finished my camping experience and I still didn't pee behind a tree. So there.
I can't fathom that. I always mark my territory in the forest, in the water, anywhere I can, okay?
Listen, there's a reason why I don't give golden showers. I don't think I could physically do it. Same thing applies to peeing behind a tree.
I don't want to give a golden shower to nobody. I have no interest in that. I don't think I can pee on anybody. It's just against my religion.
But you could pee on a tree.
I can pee on a tree, off the tree, on top of a tree, any way you want me to.
After we're away camping for 5 days, maybe that will change. But I don't know. I don't think peeing behind a tree is sexy. That will not turn me on. Thank you.
We can hold each other, like we can do a little yoga.
No.
And go down at the same time.
No.
And be
boundary. I don't care who's around. I still close the door when I pee. So we are not dancing around a tree and peeing together.
You
Thank
mean
you very
Ramon
much.
and you have never been together in the bathroom?
Oh, no, we established that at the very beginning. He asked me what my rules were on that, and he has been very respectful of that. I'm like, just shut the door.
Oh my God. No. And that's another thing. For me, comfort comes with dropping the boundaries, okay?
No.
Some
There are
things are
still
going to
some
come out of
boundaries.
your body where you least expect and things just happen. What are you going to do? Crawl
Okay.
in a hole? Unacceptable? Is that what you want to say?
Unacceptable.
Oh my God.
You know me well. That's my word. Unacceptable. But anyway.
That is
So, my friend.
that is crazy, okay? Because shit happens sometimes and, body
Shit does
parts work
happen
the way you don't want
sometimes.
to.
Yes. Yes.
And then you're surprised and you're like, what are you going to do? It just happened, Oh, no, we are totally. Aspar and I, he brings me to a bathroom. He waits for me.
He wipes your ass. I know.
He wipes my ass. He licks my ass, licks my pussy. Anthony also licks everything that it's over there.
Yes. Having my ass licked is a turn on, by the way.
Oh my God.
That is so
yes.
fucking hot.
I love
That's
that.
delicious.
I love that too. And I love giving it too.
That's where I draw the line.
I
I'm
don't
such a
like that.
princess when it comes to that.
You don't. Oh, that's not fair. Hey,
Listen, if
We
they
gotta-
like doing it, they do
just
it. I don't ask for it.
Use the wipey. Wipe the whole thing and just go with it.
Maybe someday.
Oh my God! Look
Never
at
say
you.
never, right? Never
It's the
say
best
never.
thing ever because it's a part of like when you go down. It's pleasure giving. So how is it different? Oh, you gotta try. Okay, so lick his ass at the same time. Have a lube in your hands and work his dick. Oh my fucking God! They're gonna explode on your like whatever. Not on your face because you're not gonna be near his face. He's not gonna be near. He's not gonna be near your face. I've done that. You can just put them in a corner. So this is the technique. You put them, I read that. You put them in a corner bed.
Mhm.
Their ass is going to be facing your face and they have to spread their legs so you can get into with your hand.
Of course.
And you work two things at the same, two holes. It's not a hole, but whatever. It's this and that. And they're
multitasking. I'm a good multitasker.
Oh my God, they're gonna love that. Use a little finger in it there, just a little tiny. Don't go like that.
Just a little.
But actually, you know what? Prostate massage is so important for them.
None of my partners have ever requested it, so.
It doesn't matter. Just stick your finger in there. Tell them
I don't think all of them are going to find that to be a turn on.
Tell them it's good for them. You want me to massage your, it's really good for you. Your prostate.
I'm not like you. I'm not like, shut up, you're going to like this,
No, I will never do that. I will always ask permission. And I will be insistent.
Stop your whining.
The doctor said it's good for you, motherfucker. Shut up and take it. Okay. I don't like it. I don't care.
And she doesn't think she's the dominant one. Okay.
It's when the moon is full only, okay? once a month.
When there's a full moon, she's a ass poker. Chain her to the bed, gentlemen, if you don't want her poking around in your ass when the moon is full.
And the moon is coming. Oh my God. Oh, that's bad. That's good. That's bad. Woo, I cannot breathe. I imagine this whole thing and then I turn into a wolf.
Exactly. An ass poking werewolf.
I got a pee.
They make you pee.
I'm gonna have to wait. Ooh.
Go find a tree.
There's a lot of trees in the backyard. Do you think my neighbor's gonna like it?
Anyway, we have gotten way off topic. So, the moral of the story is there are many, 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 many things that can turn you on. And it could be a very wide spectrum of turn-ons. It's just finding out what that is and keep on trying and keep it going. Keep that turn-on volume up even when you're not in each other's presence, because I think that is fucking sexy.
smoke some marijuana, take some edibles, use wisely, whatever the percentage is. Because what happens with me, I
She falls
overtake it
asleep.
and then I'm out.
Game over.
I'm out.
Game over.
So highly recommend, because when you smoke a little bit, your senses go a little more, what would you call, Ava? Pronounced and enhanced and all those beautiful things.
No, I want to feel it au natural.
Oh, stop it. It's just sometimes you just need that a little bit of extra. And then you're flowing, like your head and everything is like, and last time I smoked a little too much with Asprey. I saw two heads while he was fucking me. I said, in
Did you
camp.
see two penises?
No, two heads, not
That'd
in
be
the
good.
penis, in the head. I said, oh, hi, two heads. Who are you?
Oh boy. And did that turn you on?
No, actually, it was funny. I was in my head. I was like, I think it's Asprey, but his features are different. And he has two heads. Then I said, you have two heads. He's like, where?
I don't know if that's what would turn me on. But
Well,
anyway.
it was too much. That's why I'm saying know what you're
Yes.
taking. Because sometimes it depends on marijuana strain. There's two different kinds. And
Uh-huh.
where you got it from, like it could be a medical marijuana. It fucks the
Mhm.
shit out of me. So even one inhale, it just sends me to the roof.
You know,
I'm
you're a
very
delicate flower.
sensitive creature.
Oh, listen, I can't even imagine a half an inhale. It would probably knock me the fuck out for like a week. So, because I am so pure in those realms that
Me too. I used to be purr, not anymore. Purr.
PD tried to get me fucked up this weekend. He's like, "You're having a drink," and I was like, "Me?"
Oh,
He's like, "Yes." He was on a mission to chill me the fuck out, and that was a turn on because he wanted me to just relax and enjoy our time together.
How did
So
it
that was
go?
another turn on. I was relaxed and I really enjoyed our time together because he's so delicious as always.
Yeah, I was with him a few days before he came.
I know she made sure she slid in before I got there. But
Well, I wasn't seeing him for a bit, okay?
I know you had lost a lot of time to make up for. I left my pants at his house.
Oh, I can pick it up if you want me to.
No, I'm going to see him in 2 weeks.
I gotta make an appointment.
Oh, there she goes trying to slide in. She tried to slide in on the same day. And
I
was
know.
like,
I didn't know you
"Back
were
up,
supposed to
bitch."
be there. No, I wanted to do like on the Sunday, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go and see him on Thursday, so we can give a little break before she comes.
Before I wear him out, although he's not wear out.
He's not. He wore me off. I was like, whoa. But I had a lot of fun before that. Whoa.
Yeah, you had a back to back.
It was
so
amazing.
you
It
were-
was amazing. So
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Oh my God. We had
My
such
pussy is
great
like,
fun.
like once I was living in Nirvana Lover, my pussy said, you are done. You're closed factory. She was spitting him on the end. That's how tight she was. She was like, he's like, she's done. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, so that was fun.
I told him before because I don't drink. I said, "Listen," I said, "You want me to have a drink?" I said, "You might be in for a very lonely night. I might be curled up on your couch." He's like, "That's fine." He's like, "We'll be together, and you'll
He's so
get some
sweet.
good sleep." He's like, "That's fine by me." But we enjoyed ourselves as always. He's so delicious.
Should we double him?
Yes,
We have to plan it.
yes, let's do it.
Oh my God, it's going to be fucking hot. Do you think he can handle us? He totally can handle us.
He could totally handle us. I've been in a double situation with him before. He's a fucking rock star.
Wow, I can imagine. Oof.
He's got his dick going. He's got his hand going. He's multitasker extraordinaire.
Oh my God.
PD, we're coming for you.
Then you're going to have to lick his ass.
After you show me how.
I've never done it with him. He licked my ass.
Ooh.
He did. Yeah, he's totally fine with that. Like
He's so good.
He's such a good
All
everywhere.
he wants to do is please.
Oh.
And that is a turn on. When a
Another
man
thing, when a man wants to please
you and it's not all about him,
No,
that
no.
is a fucking turn on.
Yeah, he's
is a
always
turn on.
about and that's what with men that we love, that we call professionals.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly number one rule is
Yes.
you are his priority.
And they get pleasure from our pleasure.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I get pleasure by pleasuring them. That's why I don't mind licking
Oh,
their
I get
ass.
pleasure by pleasuring them too.
Because it's a part of who, like, if they like it, if they don't like it, I would never
All
do
right,
it.
gentlemen, 4 out of the 5 men in my life listen to this podcast. You let me know which one of you wants to break my ass licking cherry. Okay?
Yoo-hoo! Line them up, babe. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. I'm going to hold you to that.
You let me know which one of you wants to be my first. Okay?
And actually, you know what? If they like stimulation, what my hubby is using, he's using a glove. So
Mhm.
you don't have to get all this, stuff that you don't want in
fine.
your fingers. So you can just get enough.
I am so comfortable with each and every one of them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in my circle. It's just not something they've expressed interest in, so I just never went there. But if you want it, gentlemen, come and get it. I'm not reporting back, however.
I'm definitely interested in going back in that sphere because I have not done it for a bit.
All right, and we're gonna go double team PD, aka
My
Nirvana
God, I love
lover.
that. And we have to surprise him. Can we surprise him?
Oh, after he hears this, I don't know.
Well, let's hope he's gonna skip that one.
So do we both does one of us plan on going to his house and then the other shows up? Or do we have him come to my house and
No, we can go to his place. His place is nice. I like his place. And he thinks that his neighbors think that he's like a potty guy.
Yes.
And when I said, "Oh, potty guy, yeah," because you always have like like games and people coming over. He's like, "No, sex potty guy." I'm like, "What? You?"
Yep.
He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Wow." Ooh. He's like, "Somebody's loud in this house." I'm like, "Don't point fingers."
That's because he does the job really well.
Are you
He
loud?
does it. Excuse me. You have been in my presence before. You know I'm a screamer.
Sometimes, like when you're in somebody else's house. That's what I'm asking because you can be cautious.
I don't care.
Okay, good. Me too. I'm not like it's not my
I don't
house. I don't give a
change.
fuck.
It doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter where I am. I have the same reaction. So, all right, let's do it.
Good.
Actually, I have something on my calendar to go see him. We might have to coordinate.
Oh my God, yes. La 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 la. We're coming. You're gonna have to tell him it's a surprise. He's not gonna tell him. Should we tell him a surprise or no? Or just surprise him?
We should surprise him.
Okay. I'll bring a bouquet of flowers.
And I think planning the surprise is gonna turn me on.
Oh my God. You see, that's what it happens,
We should we should get coordinating outfits.
Oh, I love that. Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So we are way off topic. Everybody is listening to us plan our escapades, sexcapades,
We're
whatever
gonna
you want to call
report
them.
back. Ooh.
We will report back. We will report
with
back
him on it because he will be totally surprised. Isn't that great?
Yes. We have an episode we want to do with him anyway.
So yeah, it's going to be like a beginning of the escapade and how it went, and then we'll just get into the topic that we want to talk about. Awesome.
Yes,
thank you everybody to listening to our chatter. That's how we usually talk on the phone, if you want to know.
This is exactly what it sounds like when we're on the phone, and this is how the pajama party came about, because Pinky is like, oh my God, our conversations are so fucking awesome. We should record it. And here we are.
And that's how you name them, pajama party. And you know what? I must tell you over and over again that most men love listening to this. I have texts coming from them saying, oh my fucking God, this is hot. And I said, this was built for women.
They were not our target audience.
No, they're not.
So when I hear that, I think it's hilarious. It's because they want to hear all the salacious stories and all that stuff that we talk about.
Because professionals want to know what's happening in the woman's mind. That is the way to get into our heads. Get into my head and everything is going to start licking. La, la, la.
So, gentlemen, we once again have provided you a roadmap to Pinky and Ava's pussy and told you exactly what turned you on. My fucking bra is rubbing against my nipples because I am turned on. Just
mine
talking
too.
About all
mine
this shit.
are both. Like there's one that it's actually standing all the time and the other one is completely asleep. But right now, this one, the left one that it's asleep, it's awake. It's like, hello, I'm horny. What the fuck? I'm like nothing is happening. I'm just talking.
Yes. Thinking about all of this stuff.
And I think I'm wet in my underwear too because of all this planning ahead.
Totally.
It's like, oh, hot.
Totally.
All right, everybody.
All right. One more thing.
Yeah.
Before we double team PD,
yeah,
we need to double team Anthony also. Anyway.
Yes.
Plan for this weekend. All right, my friends.
Excellent.
All right. Hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
Though he's not. Is he?
He has to edit it before he comes here. But anyway, surprise, Anthony. Okay.
We love you.
We love you. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for listening to all of our craziness, listening to what turns us on. We will be back again next month with another salacious topic. Pinky, thank you for sharing your roadmap, and we will see you all soon. Stay salacious, everybody.
Have a good exploration. Never stop exploration. I like
True
that.
story.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
See you soon.
See you soon, everybody. Bye.